Schlossberg's transition theory. The college experience is a time of transition. Nancy Schlossberg's transition theory provides insight into factors related to the transitions associated with the college experience. She defines a transition as any event or non-event that results in changed relationships, routine assumptions, and roles. Examples of transitions include moving to college, getting married, having a baby, losing a loved one, or getting a new job. Transitions are described by type, context, and impact.
According to Schlossberg, there are three types of transitions: anticipated transitions, unanticipated transitions, and non-events. Anticipated transitions are transitions that occur predictably. Unanticipated transitions are not predictable or scheduled. Non-events are transitions that are expected but do not occur.
The context of a transition refers to one's relationship to the transition, one's own or someone else's, and the setting in which the transition takes place, such as work, school, or personal relationships. According to Schlossberg's transition theory, the impact of a transition is determined by the degree to which a transition alters one's daily life. Depending upon how the individual perceives the transition, the impact can be either positive or negative. Transitions can also produce stress. The presence of multiple transitions can compound stress. College students may experience a great deal of stress as they face the transitions associated with the college experience. College students encounter a variety of predictable transitions as they move into, through, and out of their undergraduate experience. For example, during the freshman year, students face challenges as they move away from their family and friends, deal with the heightened academic rigor of classes, and struggle to fit into the campus community. The sophomore year is a time when students may experience a phenomenon known as the sophomore slump. While first-year students experience a sort of honeymoon phase where the freshness of the college experience is exciting, sophomore students may experience a letdown. This letdown may occur because a great discrepancy exists between students' expectations of college and the reality of the college experience. Research indicates that sophomore students experience the lowest level of satisfaction with the college experience, as well as the lowest level of academic engagement and involvement as relative to other classes. This lack of involvement and engagement has been called drifting. This drifting may result in students becoming more involved with dysfunctional behaviors such as drinking, prolonged indecisiveness about selecting a major, and disappointment and frustration with the academic experience. The senior year involves another critical period of transition for students as they face the realities and pressures of post-college life. Students reflect on the meaning and purpose of their college experience as they bring integration and closure to one phase of their life and begin another. Students also must prepare for the personal and professional transitions to post-college life, which includes logistical, emotional, and cultural challenges as students prepare to enter the workforce.
Coping with transitions. The process of dealing with transitions consists of a series of phases including 1. Moving in, which is entering a new situation such as moving to a new city. 2. Moving through, which is adjusting and adapting to the demands of the new situation. And 3. Moving out, which is ending a series of transitions and looking forward to the next phase of life. During this process, the individual moves from a preoccupation with the transition to an integration of the transition. Schlossberg identifies 4 factors that influence an individual's ability to cope with transitions. She calls these 4 factors the 4 S's.
One of the S's of the 4 factors is situation. The context and circumstances surrounding the transition, including triggers, timing, control, role change, duration, previous experience, concurrent stress, and assessment. The presence of these factors and can influence an individual's ability to cope with a transition. For example, if an individual feels as if they have some control or choice in how they respond to a transition, it may improve their ability to cope. In addition, if an individual is already experiencing multiple transitions, such as moving to a new city, attending college, and losing touch with old friends, they may feel overwhelmed and less able to cope with the changes in their life.
Self. Another factor influencing an individual's ability to cope with a transition is self. Self is described as the personal and demographic characteristics of the individual. Personal and demographic characteristics include socioeconomic status, gender, age, stage of life, state of health, and psychological resources can influence an individual's ability to cope with stress. For example, individuals who worry a great deal and are anxious tend to be more affected by stress.
Support. The third S of the four S's is support. Support can be from intimate relationships, family units, networks of friends, institutions, and community. Humans are social beings. We need people in our life to keep us healthy, happy, and help us function in society. A strong support system includes people who care about us, people we trust, and people who can provide us information and resources to cope with the demands of life.
The fourth factor of the four S's concerns strategies. Strategies are factors that help individuals cope with transitions. These strategies can be grouped into three categories: those that modify the situation, those that control the meaning of the problem, and those that aid in managing the stress of the aftermath. Individuals may use a variety of modes to cope with a transition, including information seeking, direct action, inhibition of action, and understanding and managing one's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors.
Individual appraisal. An individual's appraisal of a transition is an important determiner of the coping process. Two types of appraisals exist. Primary appraisals are the individual's view of the transition. Is it regarded as positive, negative, or irrelevant? If the individual perceives the transition as negative, significant, and out of their control, they may experience more stress and have difficulty coping with the transition. However, if the individual anticipated, prepared for, and believed the transition is positive, they will be more likely to successfully cope with the transition. Thus, helping students develop positive but realistic expectations about the college experience is important to helping them cope with attending and succeeding in college. Secondary appraisal is a self-assessment of one's resources for coping with the transition. Resources can be internal resources, such as confidence in one's own abilities to be successful. Resources can be external resources, such as having a support network to help answer questions, or having enough money to buy food, or owning a car to get to work and class. Based on this appraisal, the individual can learn how to navigate the transition using the resources and strategies available to them. That is why it is important for colleges and universities to make the effort of helping students understand and utilize the resources that are available on a college campus. It is important to note that an individual's appraisal of a transition may change as the individual moves through the transition process. According to the literature, the undergraduate experience often involves a series of changes and transitions that influence students' growth, beginning in the freshman year and continuing through graduation. Students who are unable to cope with the transitions associated with the college experience can experience challenges such as mental health issues, or dysfunctional behaviors such as sleeping too much or excessive drinking. These behaviors can negatively influence their academic performance and ability to remain in school. For these reasons, colleges and universities can promote student retention and success by offering courses and experiences such as first-year seminar courses and senior-year experiences to help students become aware of the transitions associated with the undergraduate experience and provide opportunities for students to develop coping strategies and skills so that they can not only survive but thrive their undergraduate experience.
In conclusion, students experience a series of transitions as they progress into, through, and out of college. To help students both survive and thrive in their college experience, it is important to help them become aware of these transitions and develop the skills and abilities to successfully navigate these transitions and remain in college.
As we wrap up our exploration of Schlossberg's transition theory, let's delve into its practical applications in real-life scenarios. Imagine a freshman student who is struggling to adapt to the academic pressures and social dynamics of college life. By understanding the types of transitions first-year students typically experience, such as moving away from home and adjusting to a new academic environment, we can provide targeted support. For instance, academic advisors can use Schlossberg's framework to identify the key areas where first-year students need assistance, whether it be in developing time management skills or finding a supportive peer group. By applying the 4 S's: situation, self, support, and strategies. We can create personalized plans to help first-year students thrive. Another case study involves a senior student who is anxious about the transition from college to the workforce. By recognizing this as a significant transition, career counselors can guide seniors through the process of job searching, resume building, and interview preparation, while also addressing the emotional aspects of leaving the familiar college environment. These real-life applications demonstrate how Schlossberg's transition theory can be a powerful tool in helping students navigate the complexities of their college journeys. By providing actionable advice and tailored support, we can empower students to not only survive, but thrive through their transitions. We hope this video has provided valuable insights into understanding the transitions associated with attending college. Thank you for watching.